Just give it 1 second here. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I want to say thank you for your patience today. I know it was a very short order for calling this press conference today. We have one matter to discuss today in relevance to a critical incident which occurred earlier today. My name is Claude Chancy. I'm from the Public Information Office of Winnipeg Police Service. Today, I have Superintendent Jean Bowers with me and Acting Chief Art Standard, who will be answering any questions you may have afterwards. Keep in mind, this is an investigation that is ongoing to the IIU, so we will be limited in the information we can provide. Information contained in our media releases may relate to issues of violence or trauma, which could be distressing for some individuals. Be mindful of your well-being and consider whether or not engaging with this content is appropriate for you. On October 2nd, 2024, at approximately 12:33 p.m., North District General Patrol officers responded to a suite in an apartment building in the 800 block of Main Street for multiple reports of a male armed with edged weapons. Officers attended and were met by an armed male in a hallway of the building, resulting in a use of force encounter, which included the deployment of a conducted energy weapon, a taser, and discharge of firearm. Officers provided immediate emergency medical care to the male with the application of a chest seal and a tourniquet. The male was transported to a hospital in critical condition and succumbed to his injuries. The Independent Investigation Unit of Manitoba, the IIU, has been notified and has assumed responsibility for the investigation. Please direct any follow-up questions to the IIU. I'd like to invite Acting Chief Standard to the podium. Thank you.
Thank you for coming tonight. It's short notice. It's a difficult day for us, but we are very committed to getting the facts out to the public leading up to the use of force encounter. We do this as we want to be transparent, but it becomes frustration for you because you want to ask a whole bunch of questions after the use of force encounter. I can't talk about that, and I won't talk about that. So you might hear a lot, I don't know, or no, I can't talk to you about it. And unfortunately, that's the way it is. You know, it has to be that way for the IE to conduct their investigation. So I just want to make that clear to you. You will get frustrated, probably. And so the details were read out to you. I just want to make a couple of notes, if you don't mind. And I'd like to repeat some notes. There was multiple 911 calls on this incident. The male was armed with and swinging edged weapons, banging on tenants' doors. All the details we received from the callers indicated there was a risk to the public. Officers quickly attended the scene, rushed up to the floor, and encountered the armed male, at which time a use of force encounter occurred, which consisted of a taser use and discharge of firearms, or a firearm or firearms. I'm not sure how many. First aid was applied by our members and taken to hospital. At this time, our thoughts are with everybody involved in this tragic incident, but our thoughts are also with our members. These members are dedicated police officers, officers who did not ever want to take a life. They reacted to the actions of this person, and they're in the critical incident program. We will support them. The next of kin has not been notified yet, so I cannot talk about the deceased at all. That's it.
When you talk about the male armed with edged weapons, what are those weapons?
I'm not at liberty to tell you what the weapons are. All I can say is that they're edged weapons. IU will investigate that.
Were any members of the public injured?
No.
Do we know whether this individual lived in the building or had broken into it?
I can't answer that. So.
Was this person known to police?
I can't answer that right now.
And was there anyone else involved besides the male in that suite? Was anybody else present in that suite?
It wasn't a suite. He was seen, and the callers indicated that he was in the hallway with two edged weapons banging on doors of the block, apartment block.
So he had two edged weapons and he was banging on doors of other people?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It was an active incident, and we responded that way. Our members are trained to go there and get in there and do what they have to do, and the public was at risk.
You mentioned that these officers are now in a critical incident program.
Yes.
Can you just explain for us what that entails? Like what is that program and what happens?
There's a wellness piece to it. They were given a few days off, to collect their well-being and their well-being of their family as well. It takes a toll of their families as well. So they're taking off work for at least 3 days, and from there, IU gets involved with their processes and stuff. They will offer any wellness that they need.
Are you able to say the age of the person involved, the person who passed away?
I can't, no.
How many officers were on the scene?
I can say 3.
And is this a case where, I know you mentioned that a taser was deployed, is this a case where that tool didn't work or wasn't functional, or?
I'm not sure. Yeah. I can't talk about what happened in the hallway. That's up to IU to investigate. And they will. We'll support them, we'll assist them every way possible.
You mentioned that hosting this press conference is in the mind of transparency, right? Getting this out quickly to the public within hours of this incident happening. Can you just speak a little bit about that decision to have it happen so quickly afterward?
Because I think one thing we heard from the media, and one thing we heard from the public, we want transparency. They want us to get the facts out as soon as possible. If we don't get them out right now, we won't get them out to the papers till next print, the next day. The media is the next day, and we need to get our details out as fast as we can. We owe it to the media and we owe it to the public. So we do the best we can. There's frustration though, because we can't say much, and I know you walk away with some frustration, and I can't help that. It's just the way the process works, and we have to respect the IU process. That's really important, is they have a job to do here.
Couple more questions, Jeff?
Thank you for coming on.